Great day to you all. I hope that you've all woken up this morning super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that you guys were all able to tell yourself how amazing you are and how great you are and how much of a magnificent, magical being you truly are. Because you are. And you can make everything and anything happen for yourself. Simple as that. So today, I want to stress to you guys, don't get stuck in your yesterdays. Don't. That's not the place you want to be. You've already lived that. So don't keep reliving what you've already had to live. Let it go. You know, I just got off a great conversation that motivated and inspired me in ways that I will be forever grateful for the connections made when taking inspired actions for yourself. Literally. Guys, there's a law of the universe that you reap the rewards to the magnitude of the efforts that you put in for your own being. And you must take inspired actions towards anything that you want for yourself, no matter what it is. So let me drop a couple of examples on you today so you fully understand what that means. If you want personal change in your life, so what's the biggest personal change that people really look for? They want to stop feeling the way that they feel because they do not feel good about themselves. Wow. They have a misunderstanding of believing that it's everything external that's making them feel like that. But in actuality, it all stems from them. Okay? So, what do I mean by this? I mean, it's as clear as day. Look, if you do not feel good about yourself as an individual, you are not going to feel good about anything that you do externally because nothing will ever be enough. So, what I want you guys to focus on today is taking the focus off of everything outside of you and putting it within. Within. What do I mean by that? Stop everything you're doing and just focus on you. Okay? And really ask yourself, is this the happiest that you could possibly be? Is this the best person that you could possibly be? Are you getting the most out of life that you possibly could? These are the things that I want you to think about. Now, I don't want anybody to settle for just being okay. I want people to feel great. I want people to feel amazing. Okay? And it's very possible. And a lot of people are saying, well, how is it possible when I have to live what I have to live? Well, you know what? Being okay and taking the inspired actions to be okay is up to you, nobody else. Okay? Doesn't matter what you've lived, it no longer exists. You have to show up for your own being and take inspired actions for anything that you may possibly want for yourself. You can't sit back and just expect it to happen. It doesn't work like that. There's common laws of the universe that you need to apply efforts towards things that you want to acquire. And it could be anything. If you want to feel better about yourself, well, there's ways to do that. If you wanted to lose weight, there's ways to do it. If you want to think better about yourself, there's ways to do it. Do you want to feel better about your life? Because you can. You can make absolutely any change that you want for yourself within your reality. So if you're not feeling so great about yourself, it is clear because of the self-talk. Do you know that we don't talk to anybody more than we talk to our own selves every day? Literally. So what are you telling yourself? Because that is the cause of most of the effects that you're feeling. It's not the situations, the circumstances, or the people in your life that are making you feel anything. It is actually your own perception and the way you see things that are causing these effects within your body. Literally. Do you know that it doesn't matter what's happening around me or what I have to endure in life? I make it an everyday choice to show up for myself. What does that mean in totality? Well, if I don't feel okay, there is nothing in this reality making me feel that other than myself. Everything stems from you. And how you feel about life and your situation or circumstances directly in correlation to what you believe to be true about it and yourself. Take some inspired actions towards any goal it is. You can't sit back and just think it'll happen. Every day you have to do this. Okay? I'm going to give you a perfect example. Coming out of what I just came out of, having endured everything that I had in my life up until this point, I have two choices. Okay? I can sit back and feel sorry for myself and loathe in self-pity and feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, and feel like I'm too much as even okay? Like I can sit and wallow in the opinions of everybody else. Okay? To construct my own belief systems. So what do I mean by that? I mean, look, everybody's worried about what everybody thinks of them. Everybody's worried about being loved and accepted or judged or... No, I don't want you guys to worry about any of that. I want you guys to show up for yourselves every day as the individual that you are and that you believe and know yourself to be. And push yourself past the limiting belief systems that you do have about yourself. Because we all have them. So, what are limiting beliefs exactly? Well, in any situation, if you feel that you have to break your back to make money, that's a limiting belief. And there's a lot of effort that goes into that just to reap the rewards, okay? Now, another limiting belief, that you have to diet and stress yourself and self-sacrifice in order to lose weight. That is a misleading, limiting belief. How do I know? Well, because when you get in harmony within your being, your body will naturally drop what it does not need. Okay, but you have to give it the conditions to do so. So that's taking inspired actions. So if you want to take inspired actions towards weight loss, the inspired actions that you have to take is not looking for a diet. It's how to silence your being. Because that's the true key. It's the balance within your being. You cannot be off balance and trying to achieve a weight loss goal. Okay? Because why are you keeping on the weight? Let's bring it down to basics. High cortisol levels, high stress levels, what you're telling yourself and what you believe to be. Okay? But then you also have to look at it. Why are you trying to lose the weight? Are you not accepting of who you are? Do you have health problems that have arisen because of the weight? You see, there's a lot of different things that you have to take into consideration when you're planning and you're trying to achieve goals. Because if you don't do it properly and you don't take little inspired actions to attain these goals, you're never going to get anywhere. And along the way, you are going to meet up with failure after failure after failure because you have not put things into place properly through inspired actions. Okay? You know, I've learned a lot coming out of what I have. And I have a passion for learning and for teaching others about knowledge. Because simple knowledge is power. And it changes your whole life. Literally. Guys, like I was saying before, I have two options as an individual right now that I could embody. The first option is being in a self-loathing pity party because of what I've had to live. Okay? Or the other option is to look at it all as experience and skills gained. And it has definitely, all of it, made me a better being. So why would I get stuck in anything that happened yesterday? It no longer exists. Okay? It no longer exists. These are experiences that I have had to level up my individual being. There is nothing to be ashamed of, blameful of, guilted of. It has all been a part of constructing me to be who I am today. All right? So, what am I doing? Coming out of that and living what I have? I am about to construct for myself the best that I could possibly get out of life. How am I going to do that? I have been taking inspired actions daily. Towards what? Well, not too long ago, you guys all saw me put up a website that I created from scratch. You all saw me put up a team of coaches. You all saw me lay the foundation for a business. Well, that was a fail. Does that mean I'm not going to give it another go? Oh, no, 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 no. I have been taking inspired actions on a daily basis and connecting with very inspiring, resourceful individuals who have taught me so much. My point about all is this. I don't want you guys to stay stuck feeling crappy about yourself or your life or your situation when you can change it in a blink of an eye. Literally. See, this is what I'm getting at. And we all get caught looking back and no, don't do that. If you're looking back, like I'll remind you guys again today, your rear view mirror is very small in comparison to your windshield. Why is that? Because you only need a glimpse at what's behind you. That's it. You got to keep it moving forward. But how are you moving forward? Are you moving forward feeling less than? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if you're moving forward in your life feeling less than or feeling unable to, that needs to be changed. Because you are worthy, you're deserving, and you are enough. As an individual on the planet, you woke up today. So the universe actually took the inspired action to give you another day in this experience. So what I ask you today is, are you taking the same amount of inspired action in your life to feel okay? And there are many ways to do that. Getting some one-on-one help from me definitely would help you, no matter what you're living. Yeah. There's no judgment or shame or blame there. And there's nothing that I haven't done. But I'll tell you guys something. I am about to put all of my efforts and inspired actions into now building my business to help and change anybody who wants it. Because you can transform your life with the simple internal transformations and redirections of your thinking processes and what you're telling yourself. It can transform your whole life. Literally. So that's what I'm doing. You see, instead of sitting in self-loathing and in a pity party, and no, I get up every day and look for the most that I could get out of my experience. Learn as much as I can, get as much fresh air as I can, inspire as many people as I can, and definitely get inspired by as many people as I can. You see? I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I was making huge changes in my life, and mark on the calendar then, in a year from now, where I'll be. You see, this is the thing. I have done all the work. I've done the inner work. I've done the self-mastery. I've done the Ultimate Success program with Natalie Ledwell, a 3-month program. I did it to master myself, to be the best version of myself possible, to deal with life. That has nothing to do with anybody else. The biggest investment that I could have made was in myself. Why? Well, look at how quickly I can bounce back from things. Look how resilient I can be. Well, that's from the inspired actions that I've taken to make sure that I'm not only okay, but great every day. So guys, don't let your yesterdays rob you of your todays or rob you of your tomorrows. If you don't feel right, there are so many things that you can do to assist with feeling okay. But unless you take the inspired actions for the investment of it for yourself, you won't get the effects of it. You cannot sit back and wish for your wellness. You cannot sit back and wish for financial stability. You cannot sit back and wish for anything. You must take inspired actions in order for things to happen in your life. So it doesn't matter what goal you're trying to achieve. You need to look at who you are as an individual trying to achieve that goal. Are you the best that you could possibly be? I inspire you guys all today and motivate you guys all today to look at where that you could possibly take some inspired actions in your life so that you won't feel the way that you do. Okay? Because I'm a perfect example of it. Yes, things are hard to live. But do you know that the more that you handle, the more you can handle? But why would you accept trying to handle anything in your life? That's enduring life. That's not having a love for life. That's not having a love for yourself. And you have to love yourself enough to take the inspired actions. Because you're worth it. And you're deserving of it. It doesn't matter what you've lived up until yesterday. And it doesn't matter what you've had to live up until today. You are an amazing, magical being that can create absolutely anything. But infuse some love into your own being and take the inspired actions to do just that. And then take some inspired actions from when you actually are loving life to then create the life that you love. Because it changes everything. But everything genuinely stems from you. And you got to be okay. And you have to be coming to any situation as your best possible you in order to reap the best possible results. You see? So if you are not taking inspired actions to be the best that you can be, well, then you're not getting the best out of anything else. No interaction, no situation, no job, no business, nothing. Guys, you're worth it. You're deserving. And you know what? There's a lot of stress this time of year. Well, guess what? Don't infuse that within yourself. Don't allow that to be where your daily inspired actions come from. From a place of being stressed out, not okay. Because what are you creating for yourself? That means you're not thinking right, your choices aren't right, you're not seeing things right, because you're in a state of stress. Guys, take some inspired actions to be okay. No matter what. If you need a little assistance with that, hey. I'd be more than happy to show you how to be okay, no matter what. And turn these hardships into learning. Because if you can't get yourself out of a hard situation, well then you're actually creating a vicious cycle for yourself. And I refuse to do that for myself. I take inspired actions every day towards goals, but not for me alone. Yes, for me. Who doesn't want to be financially free and loving life? Well, that is what I'm creating for myself and taking the inspired actions daily to do so. But coming from a place of loving myself totally unconditionally first, with very still waters, as above, so below. I feel great about myself as an individual. Therefore, that is the energy that I'm projecting into anything that I put my hands on. It changes the magnitude of what I get back out of it. Because everything is transactional. Everything is energy exchange. But what kind of energy are you putting into your wellness, your well-being, and then everything else that you touch in your life? Don't wait until you've had a heart attack. Don't wait until health knocks you right into incapacity to make these simple changes for yourself. Don't wait until you have no choice but to take some inspired action. Because you matter enough. Trust that. You mattered enough that the universe gave you your experience of life today. That's how much you mattered. The universe took inspired action already for you today to get the most out of your experience. The universe is always working in our favor. Okay? And we create whatever we believe. Literally. And what we think. And where you put your focus is where you're putting your energy. Guys, don't let anything rob you of your wellness. Especially if you've already lived it. Take some inspired actions today to be okay within your own being. And start from there. Because if you're trying to do 1,001 things, but you don't feel great to begin with, well, where are you getting? You're not getting very far. And you're not bringing your best self to anything. Because you don't feel right to begin with. Guys, I love you all. I think you're all worth it. I think you all matter. And we're all a part of the bigger picture. And you know what? Things don't have to be difficult. Things don't have to be hard. And things don't have to be enduring. And you don't have to survive living in fear. Because you have nothing to be afraid of anyway. Especially when once you get through the day, it no longer exists. So embrace learning. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about saying the wrong thing. Speak what's truly on your heart. Simple, simple, simple shifts. And you can change it all for yourself by a little bit of inspired action. I believe you're worth it, and I believe in you because I believe in myself. And that's where it stems from. I believe in the power of possibility. Because I'm possible. No matter what I've lived. And me being possible, like I've said it in my books, because I'm possible, there is nothing that's impossible. And you can make everything and anything happen for yourself. Well, I'm about to do just that for me, finally. Wholeheartedly, with nothing in my life holding me back. No person, place, or thing. So this go at it, I am bringing my authentically true, loving, heart-operated, and soul-led self 110% for what I'm building now. Okay? Guys, don't stay stuck accepting less of anything for the comfort of anybody else. Because what's truly uncomfortable is staying stuck living how you do not want to be feeling. There's nothing worse than that. Because you could have the greatest job, and you could have the greatest car, and you can have the greatest house, and you can have the greatest bank account. But if you don't feel great as an individual, what good is any of that anyway? It's not. Because you cannot enjoy it anyway. Guys, I love you all. And this is why I come out here and I do it. I've put in the work. I've written the books. I have transformed as an individual. And that is why I believe in it so much. It's not a course that I took and I mastered. No, I had to heal. Okay? So I know what's possible. Yeah. I'm living proof of it. But I had to live it to learn it. Well, so do we all. Guys, I love you all. Have a great day. I had to come out here and give you guys some love, but I am right back, jumped into Inspired Actions. There are so many workshops and programs and things I'm learning so much from and making great connections with like-minded individuals. You see, which is so empowering. And you know what the big difference is now in my life? Is I have been very independent throughout it all. Very, very independent. I've always done things my way, no way, other way. Just do what I do best, and it has paid me well. Well, this time I'm doing it a little different. I'm allowing all the professionals to infuse as much learning as possible my way. And the connections that I've made and the expansion of knowledge and the interactions have been priceless for my growth and evolution. And during my preparation of building now for me. I've built businesses before. I know how to do business. Like, you know, not a problem. But a lot of things have changed nowadays. Well, if I want to work smarter and not harder, well, then I better get as much learning as possible, right? Well, doing things the way you did all the time is not always the smartest way to go. Because oftentimes you work harder than you have to, believing that that's what it takes. But you got to be smarter. What do I mean by that? Well, look, why not take and learn skills from people that have already done the learning? There's nothing wrong with reaching out for help. Well, that's what I've done. I've reached out to some really great, amazing people and spoke my truth. Look, this is where I'm at, but this is where I am going. Okay? And this is what I want. And this is what I know is possible. So I know you guys are doing it. Show me how. Show me how I can do it. And they are. But had I sat back thinking, oh no, I can do this all alone, and based on my past, I would be sitting here in circles and not getting the most out of my experience. See what I mean? That's why it's so important. You can't do it alone. This is my point of it all. And you know what's crazy is me being the person that everybody depends on. Well, I finally found individuals that are of the same mindset. Do you know how empowering that is? You got to make certain inspired actions and changes to be okay, no matter what it is. Well, I'm doing the same. I don't come out here and tell you guys stuff that I'm not actively doing for myself. Can't stay stuck in any pity party ever. Because that's the effects that you're going to feel within yourself and outside of you, no matter who it is. You can't do that. It all stems from how you feel about your own being and how you feel and believe about what's going on. Simple inspired actions can transform everything that you feel about yourself and about your life. But you got to take those steps to make sure that that stuff happens. The same way I am. See, I can't stay stuck going, oh, okay, well, because I have no money, I can't do this or I can't do that. No, it is because I am sitting here with no money that I must take the inspired actions to change what I'm living. See? can't sit there in a wallow, pity party about my situation. No, I am taking inspired actions daily to make sure that changes. And that I never have to feel what I'm feeling or have to come back from repairing, giving it all to somebody. Okay? That's the difference. Well, I'll be up and running within a month and a half. I will have my coaching business out there and available to everybody. So, if you guys want some serious help in the new year, I will be set up to provide that help for you all. Okay? Anybody who wants serious change for themselves as individuals, I'm living proof of it. Anything's possible. And you can take any situation and make it into something that you love and that pushes you in the right direction, no matter what you've had to live. You can take every feeling that you feel within your own being that you're creating and turn it into a good one. Yeah, you can turn it into a great one. Well, I will be available to help you all with just that come the new year, because the inspired actions that I'm taking on a daily basis is putting my business back together. Actually, not even back together. A brand new business. And what I do best is help people. Help people get the most out of their life every day. Yeah. I love you all. Have a great weekend. My weekend is filled with master classes and workshops and learning and building my business. Because I have no time for yesterday to steal from today or steal from what I can have. Because we all can have absolutely anything in this world that we truly want. Well, I'm about to create that for myself. Big time. So if you guys want to do that for yourselves, the biggest investment you could make is in yourself. So, come the new year, 2024, don't wait till then to decide to invest in your own being. All right? Guys, I love you all. Get the most out of it. Have an awesome weekend. The weather is beautiful outside. I had such an amazing outing before. Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, I love you all. Get the most out of it. Why? Because you matter the most in your experience. That's why. Love you all. Peace.